Live? Damn, this is the most caught off guard I've ever been in my life. We live and we gone. We are back on the Gawncast. Another week, another adventure. Digging deep into the Gone files. I'm looking at myself on the delayed time with my delayed reaction of being so delayed in life. All right, damn, bro. I don't even know where to start.
You delay on your vocals too?
Yeah, might have to put some delay on these vocals as well. But we got two guests in the building. We got my man Johnny and we got my boy Drew. You guys are both from White Plains, right?
I'm White Plains, yeah.
Oh, you're White Plains?
I'm
White Plains Dub P representative. And where you from?
Originally from Detroit, right now, so not officially.
Okay, you living over here now? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How long you been in New Jersey?
I've been in there around like 4 or 5 years now.
Nice. Nice.
Damn. So you like it over here or you miss Jersey? How's that?
I love it over here, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I miss something a bit, but it's popping.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna jump right into this thing that we do on the podcast with our guests. It's called the speed round.
Oh shit! All right.
And then I'm gonna just ask you guys a bunch of questions. You guys can I don't know if you guys want to pass the mic or do it half and half. However you guys want to do it.
Pass the Dutchie.
Just a bunch of pop culture questions.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question and you gotta give me a quick response, and then I'll just keep going question by question. All right, you ready? All right. So Rihanna or Beyonce?
Shit.
Quick. Rihanna.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Ass or titties?
Titties.
You rather you rather get drunk with George Bush or Obama?
Obama.
Thick? You want a thick girl or you want a slim girl?
Thick.
OD thick.
My man. 9/11 is it conspiracy or is it Al Qaeda?
Shit.
It's a conspiracy. OD.
A mixture of both.
I like that answer. All right, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
You rather be a 6-man and win a ring, or you rather be an all-star with no championship?
All-star.
All-star.
Okay. Goodfellas or Bronx Tale?
Goodfellas.
Tom Brady.
Goodfellas.
Tom Brady or Peyton Manning?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Stone Cold or The Rock?
Stone Cold.
Rock.
If you WWE wrestler, what's your finishing move?
Bronco Buster.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like the originality.
No one said that.
No one has said that yet. Damn.
1, 2, 3, kid. Oh, man.
All right, Nicki Minaj, your butt too big, too fake, or is it just right?
Too big.
Too big.
All right.
I thought y'all want extra thick.
I know, that's why I had to ask that one.
Extra
Yeah,
contradiction.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just something that comes with it, you know?
Kendrick or Cole?
Cole.
Kendrick.
All right. Is Drake top 5 dead or alive when it's said and done?
Yes.
I got the hat on, of course.
I know you're a Drake man. That's what's up. Kim or Kylie?
Kim.
Kylie.
You can smash both Kim and Kylie, but Bruce Jenner's watching. You do it?
Only if Kylie's 17.
Yeah.
No. I'm out that whole situation, dog.
Oh, man. Flip cup or beer pong?
Beer pong.
Beer pong.
Are aliens real?
Of course.
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
No.
Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo.
Donatello.
Okay. Barbecue sauce, hot sauce, or honey mustard?
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue, yeah.
Okay. Amber Rosa or Kim K?
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. Yeah.
Amber Rose? Okay, great. What, Topanga or Kelly Kapowski?
Topanga, yeah.
Damn, Topanga's just been killing that. Have we had one Kelly Kapowski yet?
Maybe.
I think one.
That was me.
It was like one. It was like one. Just one.
Just one, right?
Yeah. Everybody else is like, shh, Topanga, man. You crazy.
Back to the Future or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Back to the Future.
Okay. I like that. Oh, and Kanye West or Just Blaze on the beats. You're a producer, right?
Yeah. Kanye.
Kanye? Actually, I got some producer questions for you. Neptunes or Timbaland?
Timbaland.
Dr. Dre or DJ Premier?
Dre.
The RZA or Jay Dilla?
Dilla.
Pete Rock or Large Professor? That's an old school one.
Pete.
Nice. Ninth Wonder or Alchemist?
Alchemist.
Okay. And who's a better rapper and producer, J. Cole or Eminem?
J. Cole.
Okay, no doubt. That's what's up. All right, yeah. So how long you been making beats for, bro?
Man, I've been making beats for about, maybe like 20 years.
Oh shit,
20
Long
years.
time.
Jesus.
Long time.
What do you make beats with? You started off with
What'd you
hardware
start
then,
with?
right?
Yeah. So right now, my main thing is Ableton and the Push 2.
Okay.
Ableton.
All things are able through Ableton, bro.
Hey, and it comes with the
I'm
slogan.
I'm Team Logic, man.
I used to be Team Logic, bro. I was solid with it, and then the Ableton joint came, and I was like, oh man.
You like
Next
Ableton?
level. Changed the game.
Damn.
Yeah, Ableton, a little bit of machine.
At Ableton, they love that shit because their workflow is mad quick.
The workflow
Yeah.
is amazing,
Mad
bro.
quick,
That was
yeah.
the big thing that got me to switch to it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that from producers. I mean, I don't know the programs too well, but I hear that because Danny says the same thing about Ableton, right?
But
like,
he's
it just
using
speeds up the
Logic
pro-
now. I see the.
Is he?
I'm like, I gotta talk to him.
Traitor.
I'm gonna get at him.
Yeah. Yo, as far as making beats now, like in production, like I feel like it's rap has been oversaturated. Now production is becoming like oversaturated. It's just so easy to make, especially for someone that's been doing it for so long. Do you think that? Do you see like producers lacking originality now, or is it like you know like back in the day, if you wanted a Timbaland beat, you had to go to Timbaland.
Right.
But if you wanted a certain sound, you had to go to a certain producer. Now it's like you can kind of get like everyone's kind of making the same sounds, like these type beats and stuff like that.
You can't. I mean, you gotta. I have a bias. I'm a bit of an optimist about like the whole situation. I think it's
agree.
cool
At the
that
end of the day,
everybody.
I'm an optimist too, but I just wanted to
Yeah. I think it's cool that everybody's got that availability to things like that, and you do get a lot of stuff that sounds similar, that sounds alike, and I don't know. For me, it gives me more like other things to try and figure out that like makes this person different than that person. You know what I mean? Like I can't think of how to explain it, but yeah, just I don't know. Like I still think that there's a nice amount of originality in it,
right.
so I don't trip too much on it.
I hear you.
But yeah, you definitely, you do have that oversaturation of people trying to sound like other people, and I feel like they kind of filter themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a beautiful thing, man. Like
it does filter.
I think
It does.
I mean, as far as like just even like the availability of beats is so crazy right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like it as an artist. Like if I'm gonna hop on a beat, like I just literally sit on YouTube and just hop around until I find exactly what I'm looking for.
that's real.
You know what I mean? So I mean, you could go through hundreds of beats, like just sitting there.
Right.
But it's not like it used to be. Like back in the day, like you knew when a Dre beat came on, you're like,
You
all right,
knew that
I know
was
that's
Dre.
Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Same thing with Timbaland and Pharrell. Like the Neptunes.
Now you have to hear the person's tag.
Did the Neptunes album? Did that Neptunes album drop? The Nerd album?
Yeah.
Oh, it
didn't
came
come
out.
out? Wait.
New one came out already?
I thought it did it not?
I just heard like the lemon.
Maybe it did.
The Lemon Joint
Yeah.
with Rihanna?
Yeah.
That was hard song.
Damn. They dropped the album?
They,
Yo, it's crazy.
I don't know
how,
if they
like,
did or they're
Nerd
going to. I know they're going to.
Yeah, it's a new Nerd album. That's done. That's getting ready.
Word.
Either it's
It
out
came
Oh,
out.
my
It came
bad.
out November 5th. Everything came out. Why
Oh,
you
November?
lying?
Yeah.
Why you
See,
Because they started touring on it, I think. Because they did Complex Con.
Yeah.
And they did that joint. And I know that the tour starts soon.
I love Pharrell, man.
That came out
Pharrell's
kind of
crazy.
quietly, or maybe I'm just really gone.
Yeah,
Right?
they didn't. They just kind of announced it with the Rihanna song a few days ago.
I just,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how I found out.
A week or two ago, it just out of nowhere, new Nerd
Just the
album.
single is out, yo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just
Yo,
the
you
single.
know what
Okay.
else that just dropped was fire too? I just listened to it today for the first time. It's the
Camera.
Cam album.
Cam.
I keep hearing about
Yo,
this Cam album,
it
man.
just brings you back to like old school Dipset.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
but
I don't think he goes
I don't think he
that
went
hard.
at it.
I don't think he goes that Kanye.
He didn't go
was
at
just
him.
like,
He didn't
go at him?
Nah, he was just like stand by your words.
Yeah.
Basically,
I
what
thought
he
that was
saying.
dope.
So did I.
Well, knowing how sensitive Kanye is, I don't think he's gonna see it that way.
He mentioned something about that. I haven't heard the song. I read an article about the song on the way here.
He was just like saying like
I thought it was
can't.
aggressive.
I fuck. Now I
Maybe
forget
we
what
could
he
bring
said.
it up.
But he was basically saying like,
I'll pull up the lyrics.
if that's what you said, then say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stand by what you say.
Because he's
Something
basically
along
he
those
was
lines.
he was referencing like
Shout
him
to
calling
Cam.
out Jay-Z and ranting about
Yeah.
Jay-Z at his concerts. And obviously Cam and Jay don't get along, you
Right.
know. So it's like he's basically saying like, yo, if you felt that way, just feel that way.
Right.
You don't gotta go back on your word or like check into a fucking crazy band. But yeah, exactly. But Kanye is just gonna be Kanye. But what I thought was super dope about it, I haven't even listened to the full entire thing and like really got to digest it yet. But it's like what you want to hear from Cam when you hear Cam. You know what I mean? Like with the Locks album, when the Locks album came out, there was a couple bangers on there, but then there was like a couple joints where I'm like, all right, they're just trying to make that new sound for new kids, and young kids, and I'm like, damn, you guys have like such a loyal fan base that just wants to hear like Lock shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I was real happy to hear like Cam just not too many like. It just sounded like a Cameron album. Like you wouldn't know if that shit came out in 2009 or fucking 2017. I don't know.
Word.
That shit was dope though, in a good way though. Not to sound like it's like dated though.
Yeah, Cam kills.
Shit. Yeah, we'll see if we can bring that shit up though. But do you have like a couple go-to artists that you work with, or have you like been getting your beats out there and stuff?
So actually, the newest thing that I've been doing, kind of on the track of what you were talking about earlier, with there being so many, you know, producers, so many ways to get your sound out there, is I noticed it in other people. I feel like I noticed other people start noticing it. Where, as a producer, the best way to move your stuff, the best way to move your music, is to do your own music. So lately, the past few months, past few years, actually, I've been focusing more on moving. You know, trying to. I don't want to say make myself an artist for a couple reasons. Like, for me, for like a Kanye, Kanye raps. I wouldn't call Kanye like the rapper's rapper. He's a producer that raps, and he makes. I mean, he's a songwriter. He makes songs. You know, which is not to say anything negative about him or rap or anything like that. But like, he makes songs. So I've been trying to move more towards that direction.
That's great.
And doing a lot of stuff.
Was that you on the record that you sent me?
Yeah, that was me on the record.
Oh
I sent
shit,
you.
man. When
So
you
yeah,
were like,
man.
yo, we're here, I thought it was gonna be like you and some guy that was on that record. I even put two and two
Yeah,
together.
no, it's all
I
good.
apologize about that. That shit sounded wavy, the flexing shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how long you been doing that? Like,
I've been working on it for a minute. We have just started pushing the songs. That's gonna be the first song. That's the Maiden Voyage song right there. So maybe about like actually pushing through things for about like 8 months now.
okay.
Just getting things moving, getting the projects together, and you know, just like getting into the promo of it now.
Yeah.
Where you gonna put it out on SoundCloud?
Yeah, we're gonna try and, you know, all the
Because that's
all the major
important
things. Yeah,
nowadays.
where it
Like
goes.
what
The
platform?
platforms or everything.
Yeah.
Because people don't go to certain places, man. Like I don't know how true it was or not, but that's the whole SoundCloud shutting down in 5 days thing that happened.
Yo, that shit
Yeah.
broke me out. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
crazy.
Was that a new report?
No, that was I think that happened about a month or two ago, and then like Chance the Rapper and a couple people stepped in.
I was like
and
in the summertime.
Yeah.
Word.
I was in the summertime. But you got to figure out like where's your most hits coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think that's if your most of your hits is coming from a certain place, I think you put fucking all your eggs into that basket.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's what you got to do.
Definitely.
Because there's too many platforms, and
Yeah, there's so
wherever
many
your
platforms, bro.
fan base is coming from, you got to feed that. You got to keep feeding that
And people
Yeah, man.
leave
until
and they
it
come
leaks
and
over into the. It's gonna leak
Exactly.
over.
Yeah, definitely.
people leave and they come and they go. Like
Yeah.
I'm old school. I still run my shit through Facebook, but it's just because like
Word.
I've been doing this shit for so long. That's kind of like the main platform I started on, with
Mm-hmm.
the Facebook fan page and shit. But it's like you'll see people come and go. Like I used to have more following on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they kind of like dispersed that community a little bit. Like Nomad, like I met you on YouTube. Like there used to be just like a community of people that used to talk to each other and shit on that
Right.
shit, and that shit just fell apart kind of. Like just lack of engagement and lack of people like putting out content.
It's
like,
crazy. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I personally believe YouTube changed the rules, and they did.
They did. They changed
with
the
Oh,
game.
definitely.
Like they. I remember when you would watch a video, you would see the users other videos around that video. It would
Exactly.
be there before and after. Maybe their video would come on, but now. If you search someone, yeah, you'll find that video, but then after that, it's like Vlad TV,
Right, something
and then
else.
this and that, you know. And
Yeah,
Other
it's similar
kids
to
that
this.
just
Right. Catered to the
so
big dogs now.
the user, you don't even see them anymore.
Yeah.
Even if you subscribe
Exactly.
to follow some, you know, So I mean, I believe that they did that to destroy the celebrity, like the YouTube celebrity, or you know.
And they did it, and it's kind of sad because like when I go on YouTube, it's like what's trending now or whatever. It used to be like what whoever you're subscribed to, what they posted. That would be the first thing you see.
That's what it was. Right. YouTube.
Yeah,
it was for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's for you, by you. You know what I mean?
Man, that's real.
It still is that, but it's gotten like super corporate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So what about? I mean, my big thing for at least for what I know of promo and how I was planning to push the songs. One of the big things that I feel like that we kind of came across was Instagram is like the big wave. Like like you said, like I don't use YouTube as much anymore because I get drugged into like all these other directions.
Right.
So I was like, man, like Instagram's popping. He's like, yeah, Instagram's popping. We've been coming up with different things with that, and just all the other like SoundClouds and Spotify and iTunes Music and all that. But I don't know, like Instagram just seems like a really good, solid like way to move things forward. Even as just a producer, or a DJ. When I was still DJing a bit, I would put out little videos of like this set I did or this set I'm gonna do through my Instagram page and hashtag the shit out of it. You know what I mean? And like the different stuff I use at different companies, and it brings in people that are, especially we're in New York, so it brings in a lot of people with different niches and footholds from out here. But I don't know, I imagine it can go the same way with anything else.
For sure. When you put it out too, just put it everywhere at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if you don't tweet a lot, or even if you got one platform you don't really use, like just put it out. Because even if like only fucking 20 people on that platform see it and hear it, it's fucking 20 people.
Right.
Put 20 people in the room,
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch people every day, so you can't underestimate that. Shit, man. But so how's your like development as far as like rapping come along and shit? Like, is it it come to you pretty quickly and stuff, just being around rap for so long, or is it?
I've always.
What's the trickiest thing you found out about actually rapping? Like
the trickiest thing hasn't been rapping. I've always done songwriting, but the trickiest thing has been mixing. My big thing is I'm also an engineer, and
damn, you do it all.
Yeah, man, it's just kind of went that way. But hearing yourself back, like there's a very self-conscious aspect to that mixing.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah,
right?
and finding where I want to hear it within all this other stuff that I did. Like everything's got a personal attachment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I really like this sample. I picked this sample. I want this sample to be heard, but it can't be louder than me, and or it can't be louder than the hi-hat right here, something like that. So it's pretty. Yeah, that's the hard thing for me, at least.
Engineering is the most important part of music.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, man. Everything's so hi-fi,
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you can make like anything sound hot nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy you say that. I always say like, if I had like 3 wishes, one of them wishes would be like to hear my own music from like, not me. Like, I don't know if I could do that shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, if I could just make some shit and then listen to it the next day as if like I never made it. Like, you know what I mean? And just be like,
it's kind of like that when you hear something that's so old that you haven't heard in 5, 6 years, 7 years, maybe. Some shit you just made one day, or like a couple joints you probably did one weekend that you haven't heard in like 5 years. Then you come across that shit and it'd be like, damn, I'm getting busy with this shit. Yeah. This shit was hot. I was on some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
that shit happens to me a lot. I'm like, damn, this shit, I've slept on this shit. Or other times I'll be like, damn, I thought this shit was tough. But I don't know, that shit happens.
Usually happens like the next day after you make something.
Yeah.
If you make something and then the next day you go back to it, and you're like, do I still like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's
because that like making beats, I know I got like so many beats, hundreds of beats that are just aren't finished. They just aren't I'll never open them again.
Yeah, it's true.
It's weird.
I've been doing this thing like every couple weeks. I'll try and go back to I use a Mac, so like it'll section off the folder and like different months and years or whatever. So I'll just pick like a section and like click through stuff that doesn't have a marker saying that I finished it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll find some garbage, and a lot of times I'll find like, damn, like I had a vibe right there. Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's true.
Crazy.
Shit, man. But yo, your boy Drake's been quiet, bro. I know you're a big Drake fan, right?
He's acting.
Oh,
he's going back to acting.
He's on tour right now.
Nah, that's true. He's getting money.
No, but look, Hold on, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he said he was done with rap.
Yeah, no, he said he had a.
Yeah, I told you this was
going
gonna
to
happen like
acting,
2 years ago. I said
He
this.
said he's taking some time off for a while. He gonna get focused into acting.
Yo,
I mean, I'm telling you, I said this shit before. Drake get back into acting. He's Will Smith.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Bigger than that. Give him a couple good movies.
He's
Put
a
him
good
in with some
actor
good
too.
director. Well,
He's like good.
I don't know what's gonna happen now.
No, but I'm saying what I mean is.
No, I see like the Saturday Night Live.
He's good in front of the camera. There's no.
Yeah, he grew up doing it.
That's what I'm saying. So he's so comfortable in that zone.
That's what I'm saying. Put him
he did
in there,
the commercial he did with Will Ferrell.
You
see the commercial he did with Will Ferrell with the handshakes?
Did the SNL skit.
That was SNL skit.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
And the SB, the hosting the SBs, he's
yeah. So I mean, I think he's comfortable. I think it'll work for him. I mean, it's not like the music ain't gonna work. The music has never not worked for him. Never.
It's crazy
Since he
because
came out, it never not worked.
You been to a Drake show before?
Yeah.
No. But you been to Drake show for like seeing him perform, man. Like I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen like multiple shows on the same tour a couple of times. It's like, man, like he just has this kind of like this presence. Like, it's almost like not like it's not like it's acted like you're like, oh, it's over exaggerated, but it's just like, it's just he's in his vibe, man. He's in his zone, just like doing his fucking performance. It's nuts, man. Like I'm actually excited to see Drake back on screen and see what he is now.
It's gonna be interesting him acting because sometimes like. Not to knock on him at all, but like sometimes like I noticed the one time I did see him perform, like he gets like all like hyped up and he's like, yeah, and then like you'll hear him in an interview, he'll be like, yeah, well, like,
yeah.
It's like, so you could see like him playing so many different characters. Like I'm sure he's gonna be a beast at acting. Damn, he had like 2 years left to be like completely dominant for a 10-year stretch. That would have been insane. I mean, it still is insane. I don't think anyone has touched like as far as just being everywhere. It's fucking crazy, man.
Probably just Black Album it, man. Like, we'd be gone for a couple months.
How old is he? 30? 31? 32?
31, maybe. 30, 31.
When was he born? 86? 31? Shit. Dang, he's still fucking young as hell, too.
Scorpio season.
31, October 24th, 1986.
3 days before my birthday.
What?
October's very young.
October, yeah.
October's on.
Shit, man. What made you a Drake fan?
I just think it's crazy, man. You gotta, he came out in a time when rap was different, and he's a freaking Jew. There's no problem with Jews.
That way.
Nah. Like he's a Jew. He's a Jew actor on Disney. What was he? Disney or Noggin or whatever. Nick at Night. And he comes out and he's a hot rapper. Like that's crazy, right? I never seen that before.
You seen that with Justin Timberlake?
Yo, he's a Jew,
but he's not a rapper though. You know what I'm saying?
Timberlake's Jewish.
It's like you got an idea of a rapper, especially in the era when he came out and then. Who would have thought that this dude coming from Disney makes this hot music?
He's just a pop star to me, like a phenomenal pop star.
Yeah, and it makes you think like anything in the music industry is possible if you got somebody like coming from Nick at Night, and now he's like the hottest rapper ever, right? Was it Nick at Night or was it Noggin or something?
But there's a lot of there's a lot of Disney.
It was
Disney
like
PBS
or some shit. He was on Degrassi. Was on.
That's Nickelodeon,
right?
Yeah.
Degrassi was Nickelodeon. I thought that shit was Channel 13, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
Degrassi.
I think back in the days that shit was Channel 13.
Bro, your Channel 13 is different than my Channel 13, though.
Oh, okay. So, but Nick at Night, that was a cable channel.
Yeah, it was cable.
Yeah, Degrassi.
It was cable, right?
Degrassi used to come on.
I think the network was called Noggin.
Noggin?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was probably different in the city.
Yeah. But it's crazy, though. Like, he came in the rap game.
Like that. PBS behind that shit. But not PBS. What was Channel 13?
No, it was like a PBS kind of thing. I don't know what channel. Like, in Michigan, it was something else, though. But it was on the regular TV.
Was it UPN 9 or no? No? But, yeah.
The Grassy Network. Teen Nick at Night, MTV.
Yeah, it was on MTV too, yeah.
So, that's what it was.
And he came fresh out of there touching all kinds of crowds, man.
Yeah.
The hipsters, the hood dudes, like everybody was feeling him, Yeah.
I never even heard of Degrassi until
Yeah, until Drake.
Until it was Drake.
But some people loved it.
And they're like, yo, he's from Degrassi. I was like, okay, what is that?
I feel like
I thought that was like a neighborhood or something. Like what?
High school, man. Like that shit has to. Degrassi has to be like one of those shows that, because that shit was out when I was in like elementary.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, like when you say Degrassi, that's what I'm saying. Degrassi is not a new. Like I feel like Degrassi was out when I was a child.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like. So maybe it's
Drake's
like
31.
The next Degrassi, the next generation.
He wasn't always on there though.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there had to be a Degrassi before Drake's era.
Yeah, like the Power Rangers, it was like all the different Power Rangers. It's the same genre with Degrassi.
Yeah. Look, right there. Go back to this page you just had.
This is
Yeah, he's just an amazing entertainer. He just knows how to put together hot music.
Yeah,
that people love. He's just an entertainer.
79 to 86.
He's like, you know, he's kind of like Sammy Davis Jr. in a way.
Right.
Got the Jewish half.
Was Sammy Davis half Jewish too?
Nah, he converted though.
Did he?
Yeah, he converted.
Damn, I slept on that. I didn't know that.
You know that he always wore the Star of David around his neck.
Who did?
Sammy Davis
Sammy
Jr.
Davis Jr.
Oh, he converted.
Yeah, Kodak Black did too.
I'm about to do that shit. I might get on, yo.
Converted to what now?
To Judaism.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the reason behind that?
Money.
Really?
Money and politics. Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know if
maybe
he loved the religion. I don't know.
Jewish people just always run the entertainment.
But I mean, he, you know who he ran with. I mean, he ran with, the boys,
the Hasidic Jews, and the Orthodox Jews in my neighborhood. They going at it right now.
Oh
yeah, because peep game. The Hasidic Jews, right? The Hasidic Jews are the ones with the black and white, the Williamsburg Jews.
This is the official Jew breakdown. If there's any
Jews
watching,
and they're all Jewish. Let me not say Jew. That's offensive from what, Anyway.
Is it? It's not. If they are Jewish, I don't think it is
either
offensive.
way, I just want to get my point across.
Shit, man.
So what they say is, okay, in New City where I live, these guys, the Hasidic Jews, they have what they call like a religious household, or they have like a religious room in the household, right? So they get to live there in the town tax free.
I heard something about that. Yeah,
but New City where I live is actually dubbed as Jew City because it's like 90% Jews.
Oh, okay.
But this is the Orthodox Jews. And now what they're claiming is that whatever happened in Spring Valley, it happened because the Hasidic Jews they took over. Nobody's paying taxes, and now the streets are fucked up.
Right.
So right now it's a crazy. Like I swear to God, I picked up a neighborhood newspaper, and that shit blatantly said, these Hasidic Jews will not do the shit they did in Spring Valley.
Holy shit!
Wow!
Right on the cover, like that shit was blatant as shit. It's crazy over there, man.
You can't just not pay taxes, though.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I've heard that.
Because they have
before.
so-called,
Can't just not do your part.
right?
That's the benefit of religion in America. That's the benefit of religion, bro.
So where's this Catholic? How we reinstating this Catholicism tax break, bro?
Oh, you gotta have a room.
We got a room in
your house,
bro.
Put one of those metal walls in your house.
St. Patrick's Cathedral is like, how big is that fucking place? They don't pay no taxes.
That's
yeah,
wild.
but the people that go there pay taxes.
What do you mean? What do you mean the people that go there?
He's talking about individual, regular Jewish.
Just people that practice the faith.
Y'all talking about that?
Tax.
What about that nigga in Atlanta, nigga named Creflo Dollar?
Creflo
Okay,
Dollar.
this motherfucker church got a helicopter pad on top of that shit.
Yo, he's living.
He fly in the church.
Flies to
The
heaven
nigga
in
name is
church.
Creflo Dollar. Okay, yo, to get a seat. I used to live in Atlanta. To get a seat in this motherfucker church, you sit according to your tax return.
Word.
You do what?
Wow.
You sit according to your tax return. If you make it within a certain bracket, there's another building across from the church.
Get the fuck
For the
out
broke
of here.
motherfuckers, they can watch it in
Yo.
the TV in the other room.
Are you
That's
serious?
wild.
Meanwhile, the nigga name is Creflo Dollar.
It's like it's bad enough his name
Right?
is Creflo.
Right.
But his last name is Dollar.
Okay.
I just couldn't imagine paying my
Helicopter pad
tithes to
on
some
top of
dude
the
named
roof.
Dollar.
How would
Okay.
I search this?
Yo, when he dies and God looks him in his eye, it's not gonna be. Yo,
Mr. Dollar.
That's a Christian church.
Mr.
You
Dollar.
dig?
But didn't Trump say he was going to go after the church tax exemption?
Man,
I
Trump
saw a
going
headline.
after all the taxes.
Going after everything.
Trump is going after every.
That'll never happen. That'll fuck it.
I don't think it'll happen. I'm just saying it was a headline.
Base.
I don't think
that's
it'll
real.
happen.
That's his fucking.
It's all those
fan
like
base.
Republican, like radical person.
The Bible Belt. If you're a Republican, you always have to get the Bible Belt votes.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
That's why George Bush was like, "I'm a born again Christian now. I stopped doing coke and getting DUIs." But
yeah.
Oh,
to help get his
right.
message across. The Lord
Lord.
He said the Lord let him. The Lord woke me up this morning and let me know what it was.
you said, "Yo,
no, that's the shit." No, he was kicking this shit for real. Like, no, listen, the Lord woke me up, and I knew what it was.
That's a serious pimp game.
I need $1 million for a private plane so I could take this message across the world.
Honestly, he's a piece of shit for that.
Yeah,
he really is a piece of shit for that. But if people follow him, he's really pimping the shit out of them.
He is. Who's
like,
this picture that kept his
him?
doors closed for the hurricane? In,
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. That's another one.
That's the same thing.
Hey, you know,
he opened them shits quick. He
did.
Because the nigga George Clinton was like, yeah, you know, to tear down the famous mothership, George Clinton Parliament Funk video with the mothership was filmed in that video. Yeah, goddamn, we was smoking crack and all that shit in there. That's Joel Osteen's church.
Wow.
This church is in the building where they had the famous mothership Parliament Funk video with George Clinton when he was young and cracked out and the funk.
So that church isn't like new, like it wasn't built like in the 90s.
Right. It was right there. That's where they did it at, and they was smoking crack in there.
He said they was smoking crack.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's an ill story. That's some Charlie Murphy shit right there.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
But it's crazy. Is it? Like some preachers are just the most foul people.
Yeah, they are.
Man, some of them got a good eye. Some of them have a, you know, they kind of got like a good. Some of them have good intentions, right?
Right.
But the majority of the ones that I've ever seen or come across have always had that same cloth. Like, man, I could go into this shit for days. I was raised between several religions. You know what I'm saying? My mother family was Jehovah's Witness. My father's family was Christian, but my father was dabbling and kind of converting into Islam. And I grew up in between all of that shit.
Okay.
Like, and I had a question here that they couldn't answer. I lived in a Jehovah's Witness home, but I celebrated Christmas at my grandmother's house and other holidays. I went to the church and I went to the Kingdom Hall. You know what I'm saying? I listened to Imam, my dad's. I listen to all that shit. I even listened to fucking Nation of Islam, Farrakhan and shit in the house back at that time.
Right.
And I said all of that to say the Christian preacher is the most. Like my man said, they'll fuck your wife and your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That shit is all. Yo, my grandmother is a strong Christian woman, but all her values lie in how good they look going to church.
Yeah.
I'm stepping in with an $8,000 mink on today, baby.
Wow.
That's, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother church, Jehovah's Witness, they not about that shit, right?
Nah, yeah.
But soon as you show any kind of flaws, they kick you right out of that motherfucker.
They're over righteous.
And they can't focus, they can't talk to anybody who's not. That's it. We're not allowed to speak to you motherfuckers. That's it.
It's
right. All of it got something.
They knocked on my door this summer.
Oh, that's what they do. They'll come.
I was like, not trying, and they were like trying to have a conversation for mad long. And I was like,
they will.
It's hot out.
I remember in college. I remember in college one time I invited them in and shit.
Oh my god!
I was like eating like leftover pizza. I was like, "Hey guys," and I was just straight.
You should have lit a joint, right?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it. Like we had partied the night before. The house was a mess and shit. I was eating frozen, well not frozen. It was cold pizza from the night before and shit. So yeah, come on in, and we just started. I think because I had just changed my major to a history major, so I was like just trying to fuck with him and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
I'd have told that nigga. I'll come to the Kingdom Hall, but look here, I'm not smoking my reefer.
There was a kid.
We can go.
Yo, I signed up for and not because I didn't know what it was for that fucking Dianetics for Scientology, but like fucking 15 years ago. But no, like 15 years ago before I knew anything, any of this shit. Yo, they're still sending mail to
bro, let me tell you
house.
something, man.
Still sending mail,
Let me tell you something, bro. Yo, Gypsy.
Yo,
15 years ago, you was fucking old enough to know that shit is some bullshit.
They have commercials on that shit.
Scientology is some real.
No, I know.
Bullshit.
But I didn't, dude. I didn't
What's
like.
my nigga name? Gargamel and shit.
Xenu.
Gargamel and Skeletor.
Yeah.
These niggas is running that shit.
I had the book, but it was strictly for like historical purposes. It wasn't like I was following that shit at all.
That's why they sending you mail still, right?
No, I'm telling you, bro. I'm saying that's how crazy they are.
Like on your L. Ron Hubbard shit. Huh?
Hey, fellas, what about y'all, man? What do you guys really? Hey, listen. I hope I didn't offend you guys, man.
No, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you guys religious or believe in God? Or?
Nah, I'm atheist.
Yo, you just my mother. Right here.
You too.
Me, I believe in a higher power, but I believe in like some bogus stuff, like aliens help,
That's
mold
nice.
civilization.
Some ancient
aliens. It's not really bogus.
What are you talking about?
Our civilization?
Yeah, they
Aliens are not.
Nah,
bogus,
they
That's kind of bugging.
You know,
You believe Ancient Aliens History Channel shit?
yeah, too much, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Too much.
yeah. I went to Catholic school. I grew up in Catholic school, but I don't believe in none of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
But I do believe there's like a higher power though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that.
Man, I believe in the energy of the sun, bro.
Word, like Superman, that's real.
I believe in it. It's everything. I believe in the energy of the sun.
I believe in
energy. You know what I'm
energy.
saying? Energy, period.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I believe in it. You know what? If I were...
I just don't think there's like
some smart guy.
There's no like intelligent being that created everything. There's just... That's a lot of shit to create.
Yeah.
You know,
and then still let all this bullshit happen.
I believe in energy, and I believe in the energy of the earth and the energy of people.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I actually admire and agree with is in Islam is that they pray 5 times a day. So that's no matter where you are in the world, all over the world, you have everyone praying at the same time. 5 times a day. Now, if you believe in energy, you have to believe that the energy that could be from that right there has to mean or has to do something, right?
Definitely.
So, I mean, I'm not Islam. How you say Islamic?
Islam.
No, and I don't know.
A Muslim?
I'm not a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? However, I do believe that there has to be something in that. If you believe in energy, you have to understand that. You can't overlook the fact that millions of people in the world praying
billions
Muslims at the same time for that common, you know what I'm saying?
Or at least 8 billion.
Do you think we personify like God too much, so like it gives it flaws? Like you were saying, Frank, like I don't believe God could have created all this. Yeah, like, because you think of it, like, in terms of, like, it being a human, like, oh, I got to go to this part of the galaxy to build this universe and go to that side of the galaxy. You know what I mean? So
but
it's
like if you...
Do you think there's an intelligence to science, though? Like, because I believe, like, there's intelligence
science
in everything.
Is... The whole basis of science is to question everything. So they question Einstein, his theory of relativity. They question... It's the whole thing is to question it. Now, I'm not saying you guys, but there's a lot of religious people that if you question God... You're automatically wrong, and you cannot have a dialogue.
But I think that's someone who's ignorant within that religion. I mean, you could. I think a lot of sides do this. Like they'll pick the most ignorant.
But there's a lot of people like that.
But that doesn't mean there's a lot of people that know what the hell they're talking about too. You know?
Yeah, you know what?
In that, like, no one knows what they're talking about. If you want to be specific, like, there's only theories.
But listen. I was given a...
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't... My whole thing is about when it comes to God is, you believe... Like I say this all the time. You believe what you want. I can't prove you're wrong.
Yeah.
You can't... I can't prove... No one can prove they're right. So it's just like what you believe. So, I just happen to not... I don't believe that shit.
Well, check it. I was given an argument for God, right?
Yeah.
Now, not saying I believe in God. Mm-hmm. I believe in the energy of the earth. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a God. I don't believe in it. Right?
Okay.
But the way it went when I was in college, it was like if a man was born and lived in a cave or wherever or somewhere where they was locked away from the entire world and they've never seen or they've never done anything or never seen anything in their entire life, right? And they came across a watch. And then they watched, they looked at the watch and it was the only thing they ever seen. And they watched the tick go from 12 all the way back around to 12 once, and all the way back around twice, and then the third time. And that man would be able to say,
Is this the sun theory?
No.
Okay.
But that man would be able to say, okay, it's already went around once. So basically, because of what happened in that watch, he can infer what's about to happen again. Right?
Okay.
Now, he doesn't know anything in the world.
Right.
He's never seen anything, but just by looking at a watch, he could look at it once and, and figure out, right? So then he said, but look what we did with the world. We were able to figure out how everything works. So that watch was made by man. So can you look at the world and say maybe the world might have been made by man as well, if we were able to look into it and figure it out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was the only argument for God that I ever heard that actually made me think for a minute. Now I know I probably gave it to you about 74% of the way it went. But you actually I probably missed out something that,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I believe in Ric Flair, bro. But let's get into this record that you had. So this record right here is from your boy Drew. It's Drew Hurt, right?
Yeah.
Drew Hurt. That's what's up, man. And this is called Flexing.
Shit, I'm addicted to flexing. Shout out to some of my exes. Stunting on all of my old hoes. They played out just calling my old clothes. Talk all you want, it's just promo. Looking back now is a no-no. I ain't gonna play with you no more. I said I ain't gonna play with you no more. Ball like I shoot for a team. Be careful, the jacket's so mean. The girls be the creme de la creme. Only roll with the crop of the cream. Everything I put on is supreme, no rich, I got no label. I'm high in the throne, I ain't set up no cable. Feeding my habit, I guess I'm enabled. I think I'm addicted to flex. It's a couple of lames in this bitch. Throw your hands up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I'm addicted to flexing. It's a couple of lames in this bitch. Throw your fingers up and let them know that you legit. Bitch, I'm addicted to flexing. And I ain't ever gonna stop, keep it real. Yeah, counting all this money is a thrill. Yeah, stacking all this paper greener than a field. Yeah, no chill in the winter like a 6 coat. They can on an island like 6 foot. Turning up the party up like the switch broke. Me, a couple women in my campo. Came in with the word and got the bounce ass on Pantene Pro V. All eyes on me, porn, looking for the presidents like R.I.P. More money, more problems, nigga, we gon' see. I take as much as I can get, hey. I ain't gon' slow up for shit, hey. Coming through, running like a couple Philly hunters, gonna throw it like they said up there, nigga. Goddamn. I think I'm addicted to flex. It's a couple lanes in this bitch. Throw your hands up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I'm addicted to flexing. It's a couple lanes in this bitch. Throw your fingers up and let them know that you legit. Bitch, I'm addicted to flex. It's a couple lanes in this bitch. Throw your hands up and let them know that you legit. It's a couple lanes in this bitch. Throw your fingers up and let them know that you legit. I'm addicted, I'm addicted, I'm addicted. I can't stop. I'm addicted, I'm addicted. Throw your fingers up. I'm addicted, I'm addicted, I'm addicted. I can't stop. I'm addicted, I'm addicted. So let your fingers. I think I'm addicted to flexing. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think I'm addicted to flexing. Bitch, I'm addicted to flexing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright, we
I think
back
I'm
and we
addicted to
gone.
flexing.
That shit was nice, man. That shit was nice, bro. Yo, how did you two guys meet?
Me and John? How did I meet John? How did I meet you, John? I met, through, I got a long story short. I got a homie that, I met through a friend that I went to high school with. And,
Okay.
When I moved out here, she introduced me to him, and he introduced me to him. And, you know, we've just been in the squad since.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo, I saw your Halloween outfits, man. That shit was funny, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, your shit was tearing that shit up. You was fully ready for Halloween, bro.
Yeah, man, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got in an argument with a legit Trump supporter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he tried to grab my hat in a little scuffle.
They
there.
definitely don't like to argue.
Oh,
those
nah.
people.
When
Nah,
alcohol
man.
is flying in politics and violence, never a good look.
Yeah. But
damn.
the Mankind outfit was dope though.
Yo, the Mankind. That
Who
shit
was Mankind? You were Mankind?
Yeah, I was Mankind, man. I gotta show you pictures. Yeah, legit.
Oh man, we gotta bring up the pictures. I should fucking did that shit while
dope.
the song was playing, man.
Yeah, oh, you saw the intro.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get pictures for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you guys dress up too, or?
Nah, I was myself.
Yourself? Perfect.
Oh man, you reposted that LeBron thing, man. That's tough, bro.
Oh.
I can't.
Why? What happened?
Got us booed off the show.
Yo, what this nigga say? He the king of New York, I heard, or some bullshit. He really said that?
Yeah.
That's his cancer called him a queen or a princess.
Who called him that?
Cancer. Enos Cancer. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Enos Cancer. Yeah,
Enos Cancer. He called post game interview. He called him. He was like, I don't care what you call yourself, king, queen, princess. So
Yeah.
LeBron came back.
Yo, it's a funny story, like how I met you. We kind of knew each other a little bit mutually through online and whatnot. And then I ran into you in the fucking gas station late night. And then my man gave me this fucking lollipop. And he hooked me up because I was like, yo, I got a CD for you, yada, yada. And I had some gear on me because Johnny, you know, he fucking follows the movement and supports a lot. And then, yo, he's like, yo, matter of fact, I got something for you, bro. I got this lollipop. I'm like, all right, bet. He's like, yeah, go on. And this shit was Diesel. Yeah, that lollipop was no fucking joke.
Came in
there was
the
like
official,
a warning rapper on that shit and everything.
California rap on there.
Yeah, there's a warning rap. Oh hell,
there should have been a warning rapper on that shit, bro.
Good on the edible.
Yo, I went home, and this is like late at night, so it's like 12:30. Like I had a glass of wine, watching TV, and me eating a lollipop. I'm like, I fucking finished the whole thing.
Oh my god,
I'm good. I wake up in the middle of the night, bro. I woke up at like 2:33 in the morning. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking tripping right now. I felt like I was on drugs. Like, I was like, shit.
This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. So I get up. I start walking up and down my hallway. That's how fucking high I was. And I'm walking back up and forth in my hallway. I'm like, shit, what should I do? Should I eat something? Should I take a shower? Like, hop in the shower, hop out. And I'm like, fuck, I'm still mad high. I'm like,
that's the worst.
Shit.
Oh, I think I should have told you it was PCP. Never mind.
Oh, word.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
That's the worst.
That's a lot. Yeah, but the next day at work, I was just like,
no.
all right, like.
Yeah, I saw you in the gas station, man. I recognize you from the Sway in the Morning freestyle, man. You killed it.
Oh yeah, good looking, man.
Yeah,
that's funny. I just like sent you the screenshot. That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
last
time
week,
flies, bro.
That was 4 years ago. Last week.
Time flies.
That's crazy, man.
How'd you come across that shit? By the way, you just through Sway?
Yeah, I think it was on Facebook, man. You post so many videos that it ends up being trending somewhere else. You know, just you follow you and you're on my timeline. I'm like, oh,
okay.
And I love Sway freestyles, and I was surprised by yours. I was like, oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, good looking, man. Appreciate that shit, yo. For sure. So you grew up in White Plains?
No, I grew up in the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been living in White Plains since I was 21. I'm 29 now, so 8 years.
Nice. That's what's up. Shit, where in the Bronx you grew up? What high school you go to?
I didn't go to high school in the Bronx, but I grew up by Cedric Avenue, River Park Towers. Y'all familiar?
Oh, okay. I'm at the VA hospital over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I went to high school upstate New York in Rochester.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now I'm here.
Wait, you lived in the Bronx and went to high school up there?
Yeah. My mom. It's crazy.
That's like a 2-hour drive, right?
6. Yeah, it's Rochester 6 hours.
You do that every day?
No. We moved to Rochester.
I was gonna say
I took the Magic School bus.
I'm about to say, bro. Like I never went to class, and I live like 10 minutes from right. School. There's no way you made it.
I took the bus at 3 a.m. and I made it.
I deliberately skipped
Dedication.
school. Fuck that. Don't skip school.
How was it up there? It was cold as a motherfucker.
It was super cold, man. It was a culture shock. See, my mom in the Bronx got robbed in the elevator by knife. She was like, "We got to get out of here." So we moved upstate to a nice school.
Yeah.
And it was a culture shock, man. I was like the only 14-year-old with a mustache, rocking the South Pole, the outfit.
Yeah.
Everybody's in Abercrombie and flip flops in the winter. I'm like, what?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was dope though, man. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was good.
That's
good to experience
up,
the other side, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, man.
So what's it like growing up in Detroit?
Man,
I always wanted to go to Detroit, man.
Detroit's a cool ass city, man. Like, you should go. I feel like everybody should go, and it's not just because I'm from that cool ass place. It's funny. Like, I didn't realize how different growing up in Detroit was until I moved out here. And me, cats like John, and we talk about stuff, and it's just a way different. Like, the culture is different.
How's the hip hop scene out there?
Hip hop scene is crazy.
Yo, you guys like
music
Detroit?
Scene is really good.
Detroit, like when it comes to like rappers and stuff like that, I always thought it was like New York and then like Philly and Detroit.
Nah, yeah, you can't. Yeah.
No, man, it's
like Detroit, like not just the
Detroit
Eminem things. There's just so many like low key dudes out in Detroit that always like had
Danny Brown,
like,
Obi Trice,
Elzai, like
Yeah,
fucking beasts.
So yeah, the rap scene out there is crazy because there's such a big contrast and different kinds of sounds. You know, I mean, you have that everywhere. You know, but like in Detroit, I feel like, especially of all the places I've been and you know worked with people, the contrast is so different. You have like you got your Jay Dilla who's like influential in everybody's shit. You know. And on the other end of it, you have, you know, like the Detroit. And I mean, I grew up a hood kid, so like you have your Detroit hood music scene, which isn't any, to me, it's not any worse. You know what I mean? It's a different animal, but it's an amazing thing. You know, like you got Trick and I'm blanking, man. Like, well, you know,
was Big Sean like bubbling out there, or was that just kind of like this kid came out of nowhere?
When Big Sean popped off, I was actually living in Chicago, so I'm not sure how his transition was.
Like, I wonder if he actually like really just like ran into Kanye and spit, and then he signed him on the spot.
That's what I hear though. Like from everybody that I know, you know, I know people that know. It's a big city, but it's a pretty small town kind of vibe, you know. Like and everybody, you know, when I found out about it, I was like everybody kind of confirmed it. Like it just kind of. I mean, he worked his way up, but it definitely like you know. It just happens. It's one of those like golden opportunities. You know what I mean? You take it and roll.
Chicago's like pretty close, right? Like,
yeah, it's like four and a half hours.
I didn't realize that. For some reason, it was like weird. Like when we got weed,
being in the Midwest.
We got weed from somebody out in Indiana when we went to the Notre Dame game. He's like, yeah, I got it from Michigan. It's like that Michigan grown shit, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
all right, like. Okay.
So yeah,
I didn't know it was that close, but okay.
It's super close. So yeah, you know, between Michigan and Illinois, you got Indiana, and it's about a 4.5. Depending on how you drive, it's always been a 4.5 for me, maybe like 4.5 to 5.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
But it's not far, you know, location wise. The culture is way different though. You know, another thing that's like crazy about the two of them, like the cultural aspect of it. You have like a bunch of different cultures out in Chicago. It's a big thing. Like out here, you have Puerto Ricans and black people and Irish people and all this. Like in Detroit, in my experience was like everybody was black and or white, and something else. You know, you just kind of, like, you just kind of get thrown in a little generalized box.
It's not like a lot of Hispanic or Asian or.
Yeah, no, and if they are, like, they all just kind of get lumped into one, like. Just call them Spanish type of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something disrespectful as hell.
How's the bud out there in Detroit?
Michigan's legal, right?
Yeah, Michigan's legal. I hear it's really good.
Okay.
It's got to be good when it's legal.
You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of
they use that lake water, like that, like Michigan water to help.
Yo, speaking of water in Michigan, what the fuck is that with Flint?
I don't know.
Do they still got water yet or no?
I don't think so, man.
That's
which is messed up because we got good water. It's not the water, it's the pipes. Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Michigan water is amazing. Flint water is
word.
You know what I mean? So it's messed up.
I was watching Semi-Pro, and I was like, they're in Flint, Michigan.
Yo, I fucking love that.
That's fucking
Fourth place. I love that movie.
When the guy hits the fucking half court shot for the check.
He gives him the big check. He's like, I tried to catch this. It wouldn't catch.
I was fucking genius. Yeah. So is it like really like? Is it more segregated out there? You mean, or is it like? Or what's it? What's the vibe kind of like?
I mean, in the city, it doesn't seem segregated because everybody's generally black. You know, when I was there, like I know it's changing around now, but no, it's just, I mean, you just have, like, everybody's kind of on the same page as far as that. I mean, it's a rough city, but that's just people being, living through
1,300 days without water.
Crazy.
That's insane. So that, like, hip-hop scene in Detroit, like, you might have been young at the time, but, like, is there any replication or, towards 8 Mile, or is that... Like, I know it's a movie, and I know that was probably the 90s. But is there any, like, are there, or basically what I'm trying to say, is there spots out there that...
Oh, like Cassius Go and Spit, like that? Yeah, no, that's out there. That's out there. You have, like... and
like the hip-hop scene in general, like kids doing shows and shit like that.
Yeah, there's a legit hip-hop scene out there. I know one of the big things out there, I got a homie that does a lot of freestyles and stuff on there. King of the Dot. and it's between like somewhere in Canada. I want to say Toronto. It's like between Toronto and Detroit. They do a whole lot of big, like those kind of like every freestyle battle is like a warehouse full of people just kind of like gathered around watching. It's a legit thing. That part of it.
Is there a Canadian influence to the music at all? Would you say?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If they, we probably have more of a Canadian influence on them.
Right.
I mean, over us influence on the Canadian music. But.
I was Detroit bitches, man.
Man, you said Detroit bitches? They're amazing, dog.
Yeah.
They're amazing. It's a real talk. Of all the places I've been, like, and it's not because I'm from there. It's just one of the most like baddest cities I've been to as far as bitches go. Like, it's great. It's dope.
Shout out to Chicago.
Yo, when I was in Atlanta, I went to I think I was at a Wayne concert or something, and I was like, there was so many beautiful black girls walking around, and like I was like, damn, our black girls up here suck. Like,
actually.
Every
no
girl,
comment,
like even if like every girl had something, like every girl either had fat ass titties or was just like beautiful. I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
Not gonna front though. I seen a chick at the gym today. I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
she was gorgeous.
But up here, I feel like it's our Spanish girls and like our,
they dominate.
Y'all got a nice blend over here, man.
No, we do. I'm not.
We're just used to it though.
New York,
New
York has the most beautiful women in the world.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Go
to Colombia.
If you're walking in the city at like fucking,
that's what I'm saying. In all the boroughs,
man.
And Westchester, I'm talking about New York.
Oh
like,
yeah, within New York,
You can get into this
man.
conversation because I used to live in Atlanta. I'm born and raised here. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? You got the. Yeah, you used to live in Atlanta.
I used to live in Atlanta.
I heard there's a lot of trannies in Atlanta. That's what I heard.
There's a lot of gay dudes and shit. Like, it's
I mean, it's a lot of gay, it's a lot of trannies, it's a lot of gay dudes, but still,
like, it's like over,
Atlanta
like, really?
does have a ratio of 17, 18 to 1, women to men. You know what I mean? No matter how many gays and trannies you have out there, that shit is a fact. You can't make it through the airport. Every business is run by women. They are everywhere in Atlanta.
What?
And,
what are we doing here?
Yeah, man. And but like I said, I lived there at the time, and I was there. I mean, just because you see that, just because they're there,
right?
It doesn't mean that they're as accessible as you think. They might be. You know what I'm saying? You could sit around and you can meet women. I would meet women. I would get phone numbers all day. But because of the layout, because of the way Atlanta move, and because of the way the city is, right? The chances of you even getting the chance of seeing somebody is slim to none.
I remember I was in Atlanta.
You're not gonna bump into somebody.
It's just, I mean, you'll bump into them, but I mean, just like the women you meet, find time and space. Go ahead, find time and space and it just doesn't happen like that. Like, you'll have more women to talk to, you'll have more numbers, but the amount of quality time and pussy you get out of a woman is not gonna skyrocket because there's so many more women in town.
So the ratio is off.
So the ratio. Now I mean, like,
not the ratio of women to men, but the ratio of the number of women. The numbers game. The more women you talk to, you would think the more pussy you get.
Yeah, I mean, well,
you're saying that is lower.
Well, I mean, that could happen in a place like New York, but Atlanta, the way that city is like for instance, when my car broke down, it took 2 hours for me to get to the next exit on the highway at the mall. Wow. It's a 2 hour because the bus is gonna come once an hour. Basically, Atlanta is so huge that you meet women all day. You'll all be down at this club that's downtown.
Right.
You'll meet 15 chicks on that night.
Right.
Then when you get back to where you live, word, what's up with you? Or just trying to find time to either kick it with them or meet up with them. It's just like, word, yeah, you where? You in Decatur? Well, oh man, I'm at Alpharetta. Yeah, you about 37 miles down. What you doing tonight? Well, I gotta work in the morning, 37 miles. And you see, and that's just what life is like in Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're there to look at and have fun and whatever, but you'll meet them all day, but just trying to find time to exercise that right to so many women, it's just not happening there.
Like how we made pussy constitutional. Yeah. Exercise that right.
Yeah, it is. You have the rights in Atlanta. When the ratio was like that.
Yo, I was in Atlanta airport. I seen this flight attendant. She was so bad. yo, I followed her. I was like, yo, you are bad. Like the women out there are going there in Texas.
You know, it's hard to count
Texas,
LA though.
Nigga.
Texas has got some bad ones.
Like
Texas,
I always say this: Beyonce is ugly to the women in Texas.
Texas,
she's average,
beautiful,
like average.
I heard they got fire white girls too, like the blonde
Oh
hair.
yeah, they got big
stacked.
titties and shit. The thing about the black women in Texas is they got that body, right?
Yeah.
But they got the flat stomach. You see what I'm saying? Out here, when women are
Texas
thick
is
like
the
Yeah,
that,
they have a little, yeah.
Yeah,
they're thick everywhere. They just big,
Women in Texas
nasty,
take care
sloppy
of
women.
themselves. They go to like
Texas-
The ones that take
Texas-
care of
Texas is
themselves.
like the 3 fattest cities in America.
But I'm
But the
saying, like,
ones
if
that
they're
take care of
fat, they're
themselves,
really,
they're
really
solid,
fat.
bro.
They're not.
Yo, I'm standing
You
by
know,
New York
just
all
the
day,
people.
bro.
Now, New York. Now
We got diversity.
we got that. That's the thing. The one thing
We
about
got
New York
diversity. If
is,
you want Italian, you go get you some chicken parm.
and when the girls got hair, the shit is real. Now that's one thing about Texas, and one thing about you'll find Atlanta. A lot of the hair is fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you come to New York, don't nobody wear them clothes like the women in New York. Don't nobody get that hair done like that out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody walk like they walk out here.
Yeah.
They the baddest bitches on earth.
You know what we sleeping on?
You're right.
Though?
You're right.
You can't. I don't know if y'all been London.
I've never been there. I
Oh
wanna
man,
go.
London got some of the
London.
baddest girls I've ever seen in my life.
They just
you
they
just
hair
gotta
don't
kind of
be-
like bring your voice down when you
wanna-
say it. You know what
I
I'm
want to
saying?
go, man. I'm gonna go
Barcelona,
next year.
Spain, man.
I'm gonna go to
Spain
London
is
next year.
bad too.
Oh,
Berlin
man.
wasn't bad.
Spain.
Germany.
I'm gonna go on a Euro trip next year. I
Pack
think
my
that.
backpack. You know,
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Seriously,
You should, bro. I'm going to DC.
I might go Dolo.
DC got some.
This
bad
weekend,
shit.
I'm gonna be out there this weekend. Where you
Yeah?
gonna be? Yeah. Where you gonna be at?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but we'll link up. And we'll be all over the place. Me and
Real-
Joe are just going out there to get content. We're gonna be hopping around.
Real-
Restaurants,
Oh,
bars.
you just going out there just like,
hang
for no
out. I got
specific
family
reason?
out there. I got people out there.
So listen, I'm
DC is
gonna
a
meet
nice-
you.
nice
When you gonna
city.
be there? When you getting there?
Tomorrow evening,
Tomorrow. When you come back?
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna meet you out there because I'm gonna be there Friday. I'm gonna be
I
there
like how we
Friday.
making plans on here. Yeah, sure. We'll link up.
Yeah.
Are you driving down?
Yeah.
'Cause I think
Yeah, this is going.
they're still doing construction. They're probably still doing construction on I-95 too.
I don't know.
I'll take a back road.
All right,
Like
back
the
to
last
the
80 years.
back to the topics at hand, man. So
There is no topics right now.
yeah,
just
exactly. We gone, but do you freestyle at all?
I try not to. Wow, what you got, man?
Nah, I had to ask, man. It's all good. Like I know you're more of a producer first, and like it's more about making songs. Shit, man. So, where can people find your music? Most importantly,
All right, so
and this way I could put it in the thread.
yeah, I got SoundCloud. Everybody's got SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/Drew-Hurt. I got my website. Drew
Is
Hurt.
that your real name? Drew
That's
Hurt?
my real name, actually.
shit.
Yeah. I spent a lot of years. People say, "Is that your rap name?" It's like, no, it's not. Like I don't rap. And then I started rapping. So, so I was like, "Fuck it, we just gonna roll with it." You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
But yeah, I got DrewHurtMusic.com. That's my site. It has everything.
What? How do you spell it?
Drew Hurt Music. DREWHURT music.com.
Drew Hurt. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Nothing's right now, but should be in the next, hopefully, couple weeks. I have the EP up on iTunes and Spotify. I'll keep you guys posted if you want to be posted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna put in the thread right now.
Yeah.
And then shout to Terrence that's checking in. Terrence Bennett. He's saying my wife and I enjoyed the podcast. We discuss theories all the time. And then Jesse McBride give us a link for flying cars. Damn.
Oh my
For
God.
flying cars?
You trust some guys flying cars?
It'll never happen.
It's gonna happen, bro.
Dude, people
Gun
can't.
City,
Dude,
right?
people can't.
John, you trying to cop a
Bro,
flying
people
car?
Yo,
cannot
that's city,
drive
ain't it?
on the ground.
Technology
They
will
can drive
win.
in the air.
Technology's gonna win,
So
bro.
you're not trying to cop this flying car?
Yo, Uber's gonna have the first flying cars. They're gonna work with Branson to get flying cars.
Oh my god!
So they got the auto car coming.
Dope. That would be dope.
That exact. Now you want to get into a Branson Uber flying car?
Saying,
you trust that?
No, I'm just saying it would be dope if it was like the Jetsons. But come on, man, people can't drive on the ground.
It's gonna be automated.
Don't give them no
That's probably the only way they can do it if it's automated. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's just crazy. People hack Teslas and shit. They be hacking like cars. Like,
yo, I heard about that.
You heard about that, right?
People hacking.
Like, well, supposedly somebody like figured out how to hack Tesla or something in like Russia, and like somebody, I don't know. It's just crazy, bro.
Shit, I don't disagree with you. I mean, you make anything with a computer chip in it, it can be hacked. Anything.
That's what I'm saying.
The internet was made to be broken, so. You know.
All right, robot, bro. What's that bitch's name that turned the whole shit around?
Vicky.
What?
Vicky. Yo, I hate Vicky, bro.
Yo, for real.
Was that a throwback to what was that TV show?
That's Will Smith movie.
TV show where the girl was a robot.
I like that movie.
Vicky.
Robot. That was a good movie.
Small World.
Small Wonder.
Small Wonder.
Oh shit! You got a call.
We got a call coming in. Caller, you gone?
Yo, you are gone.
Who is this?
We gone.
We gone.
Shout out to the Knicks getting a W.
Shout out to the Knicks. They just got a W in a close game. Tim Hardaway hit a clutch 3 at the end. I was watching as we were playing
the Jazz.
Song. Yeah.
The least
Beat the
jazziest
Jazz.
team.
What's going on, man?
Yo, I have the randomest question in the world, especially because you have somebody in the studio who's not from New York, and I heard people grew up in Atlanta.
Dope.
So for me, growing up, right, music-wise, when you got a mixtape, it was honestly DJ Clue, right? Like, he was the man.
This is a great question.
Maybe Who Kid a little bit, right? Big Mike came out later on, but, like, it was Clue. And he was annoying as hell because he always would talk in the songs and wouldn't shut the hell up. Clue Manana! But for everyone in the panel, who was your favorite mixtapes? Like, who was the DJ you listened to the most?
Wow, this is a great
Big
question. As far as DJ wise, talent wise, I actually went to go see him last night, Green Lantern. But as far as actually like putting blends together and making his mixtapes flow seamlessly, but overall I got to go with Clue just because he was the most consistent, and you know, he just fucking always had the exclusives. So shout out to Big Mike too that did his thing for a little while.
I like Big Mike.
But I don't know. What did you guys have
Big Mike
out in Detroit?
Yeah. I was actually about to say my guy, like, I was a G head, so I loved Wu Kids.
Yeah, I was
big in the G.
Yeah.
And I actually grew up in New York. I lived in Atlanta for 3 years, but I grew up in New York. And during the time when I grew up, it was tapes, man, and them Clue tapes was popping.
Yo,
Clue. Summertime Shootout is probably my favorite Clue tape, like 1996.
Clue had the game on
Summertime
Smash.
Shootout.
Like everyone that kind of even followed up and did it was, you know, like a, I don't know. You could just tell that Clue left an imprint on everyone. I feel like DJ Sycamore did it for only a little while, but he used to put out some dope tapes. Cutmaster C was solid. Shit, yo, everything changed when mixtapes.
Mario.
Yo, the mixtape game is just crazy. There's no more mixtapes. Like people, like they don't.
The internet is the mixtape.
Yeah.
You make your own shit.
Playlist.
Shit, man. But yeah, out in Detroit, were there a lot of Detroit DJs that were making mixtapes too, or was it like you guys were kind of getting whatever was like coming out of here?
How did we get music, dog? I couldn't tell. Like, I remember, like, we had, you know, big artists, like local artists, of course. But I guess we didn't have like the DJ scene like that, especially because I used to DJ.
Oh shit!
But no, it wasn't a thing like somebody would make a tape and, you know, you had like the drops. It wasn't like a New York style DJ. I think that might be like a you guys kind of phenomena thing. You know what I mean?
I used to go to Fordham Road every weekend, almost every weekend. I used to go to Fordham Road and there'd be the African guy there.
Go to Sammy's.
In one of the clothing stores, Sammy's. Yeah, and they used to be like, I used to have it like all like laid out like mad mixtapes, bro. I was sitting there for like 20 minutes, like, all right, I'll take this one. I'll leave it like.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
we had big radio DJs.
Yeah, exactly.
There was so many.
I bet, let me see that one. All right, let me see that one.
Yeah.
Like yeah, we had big radio DJs, Big Tigger, Bushman, y'all know Bushman, but like Tigger's out. He was out here for a long time after that.
Was in the basement.
Yeah, so that's how we got music.
I wish they never would have got rid of that show In the Basement.
Bro,
that was the
fucking
best.
Classic as fuck. Yo, who's your favorite Detroit artist overall of all time?
Favorite Detroit artist of all time. Damn. M Before Recovery.
Okay, I fuck with that.
Everything Before Recovery. After that, I don't know.
Yo, his new song was wow, wow, wow. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's mixed reviews.
I'm sorry.
I heard a lot of people really liked it. A lot of people really fucked with it.
Yeah,
Really?
dude, I looked on Twitter like before I even heard it, and I was just like, because I wanted to.
But people
get
always
a
do that
sense.
just because it's Eminem, though.
Exactly.
Stands.
And Beyonce. So I mean, when I saw it, I was like Eminem and Beyonce. I was like,
But yo,
I actually want to hear this now.
I'm not gonna front at the end when he was like, I'm still the motherfucker that wrote Stan. I was like, I got hype. I was like, oh, I felt like a to be continued. Like, all right, the album's gonna be crazy.
I just didn't feel like it was a single.
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even make it.
Yeah, if it would have been
You didn't
anything
make it that
else,
far?
I'd have liked
It's
it a lot more.
almost
like it
worth
was
it
a
to hear
single. I
him
feel like it was
say
like
that
an
because he gets
intro
mad
track.
angry and she's like, yeah, but I'm still the motherfucker that wrote Stan. It was, I don't know.
I just didn't feel like it was a single. It felt like an intro track or an outro track or in betweener. It just didn't feel like, yo, this is gonna be the one that we're gonna push it with.
Yeah. I heard Scram Jones on his Instagram last night. He like put drums to it and it made it sound a little better. You know, it sounded. I actually saw Scram Jones last night. I was fucking picking up some sushi and he was in the spot. Shout out to Scram Jones holding down 914. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt to me like the label was like, it almost sounded like he made a Macklemore type of song.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is Eminem doing this?
That's what people said.
I mean, whatever, to each his own. You grow in your different places in your life, so that's the art you're gonna put out. But it felt like someone at the label was like, all right, we need to like have a song like Beyonce on the hook, and it's gotta be like kind of like these are winning, like just rap over it. But I don't know. It's interesting to see like the place that he's in his life. I mean, I don't know. I hope the album is good, but I just don't think it.
It's funny,
wasn't a good
hearing,
first step, huh?
It's funny like hearing like Trump supporters get like overly who used to be M fans and now they're not. They're like overly bashing now. They're like,
I have
yo,
not
he was so
ran
much
into
better
that
on
person.
drugs, man. He was so much better on drugs, man. He's like a piece of shit now.
Oh man.
Okay,
Looking for
guys.
any excuse.
It was great that he actually like, drew that line in the sand because my barber is one. My barber likes Trump, but he's like the biggest Eminem fan that I know.
And is he
Like,
like
oh my
conflicted?
God.
Does he hate half of himself?
Yeah, I was like, yo, when I saw that, I was just immediately thinking of him. I was just like,
So what's his reaction? Has he said anything? Like, has he reacted around you?
I brought it up to him and I was kind of laughing about it, and he was like, I don't know, like he didn't really give me like a straight answer. He was conflicted, like he didn't really have a straight answer for it.
It's so weird to me, man. Cause it's like a lot of Trump supporters, they'll who like used to like Kanye, they don't like Kanye no more because of Kanye's like a big ego maniac, and he is, and the shit that he says. But then they
Kanye
like
just does shit for shock value. Though.
but so does Trump.
That's what Trump does.
No, they're like the same. They're the same person.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've been on that saying that like Trump is like a white Kanye West.
Word.
Yeah. Without bars.
Yeah.
I think Kanye's way more talented though.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump's a.
I love when Trump said facts in one of those debates.
Did he really?
Yo,
Shut up. Did he really?
see, like Hillary was saying something, and he was just like facts. I was like, yo, my man.
That's
so
that Twitter
York.
culture, bro.
He's so New York. I gotta hear that.
Yeah,
Facts.
pull it up. It's somewhere. It's definitely out there on the internet. I was
Donald
dying.
Trump.
That was one of the best. Yo, he's got so many funny clips, bro. But that was one of the better ones. Yeah, bro. What was I just gonna say? Fuck, I had a point. But before we go off, what else, man? So what else? What are some of your goals, like as far as like an artist and a rapper and a producer and a DJ and an engineer? As far as like just personal goals.
I mean, the goals now are just to like take everything that I've gotten, that I've learned thus far, and like move it towards, you know, creating something dope that everybody vibes with. Done a lot of things on a lot of different levels. Outside of this, I'm an engineer. I've worked with a bunch of different people. Meek Mill, Macy Gray, Vic Mensa.
Oh shit! You worked with all these people?
Yeah.
Oh, man, congrats, bro.
So thank you. just trying to, you know, take everything, you know, that I've
Damn, why didn't I ask you this at the beginning? Fuck.
Damn, my fault. Should have mentioned it earlier. I should have mentioned it earlier. But yeah, like, you know,
that's
just
dope though. You're humble, man. You didn't like come in here like, well, yeah, I actually worked.
Yeah, just take all of that and move it towards something that, you know, that I like, you know, that everybody likes, that people vibe with, and just staying off of creating again. Did
you get to be in the studio with these guys, or was it, oh really?
Yeah, man, I've been in the studio a bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah.
So before the whole Meek situation is kind of crazy. Maybe we just get 2 more minutes.
He got fucked though.
Because I got questions now.
He got fucked though.
How was Meek in the studio? What's his energy?
So I worked with Meek pretty early, around Dream Chasers 1 and 2.
Okay.
Back then, you know, I haven't been too much in touch with him since then. Back then he was a really cool dude. Actually, I really liked working with him. He's got a really cool vibe, really chill, and very focused. You know what I'm saying?
Does he like yell at you like in between the verse?
Nah, he yells, you know what I'm saying, while he's rapping and shit. But like, but no, in between, he's cool. It's weird. Like, I mean, it's not weird. It was weird for me then, you know, watching him go back and forth because I met him that way, you know.
Right.
Like he did a show, he was yelling us, you know, that, and then he'd come back and we'd be done and we'd be chilling or something, hanging out, and he's just, you know, cracking jokes, normal volume, no screaming.
And then also, what about Vic Mensa? What's his energy like?
Vic's very chill, man. He's a really chill, cool dude. Like, it's a very for the team type of dude. You know what I mean? Okay. Like anything he can do to help everybody progress and move forward. Like that's what's going on. You know.
That's great.
Really chill, dude.
All right, last question. Then, who would you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Who would I want to work with that I haven't worked with yet? Man, so many people died. That is.
Would you have like that dream thing, like, oh man, I wish I could make a beat or be on a track with this guy, or make a record with this person?
Yeah, it's just so many people. Like,
or just one or two.
I want to. You know what? I'll say I want to sit. I would want to work with Kanye, and
okay.
I just want to understand like the way his creativity works, man. Mm-hmm. Like, not to say that I'm a huge fan of everything he does, because some stuff I'm like, you know, but like the way that as a creative person that you can see this thing or hear this thing and make it want to be there. I just want to understand like why he see or how he sees it like that, even a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is there any beats that you wish you made?
Oh hell yeah!
I do that. That shit happens all the time to me. I'm like, I wish I would have made that.
Dog. I wish I made the Heart of the City beat.
Yeah.
I wish
Still Dre. I wish I would have made Still Dre.
Oh man, yeah.
That's one of my favorite beats of all time.
I wish I'd have produced like all the DJ Quick albums, bro.
DJ Quick.
Man, that dude's a beast.
Yeah. Damn, that's
it's so many to say, bro.
That's a great point. All right, yo, thanks a lot for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Shit, man, that's dope. That's his boy Drew Hurts, worked with a lot of people out here, and now he's making his own music. So please go check him out. I put the link in the description. And thank you guys for coming on. Johnny, thank you for connecting the dots and coming on the show as well.
And we go.
Yeah, let's see.
We gone.
We gone.
Wait, so who else did you work with?